Alrighty, everybody, this is going to be how to clear Soul Pyre with a Aiona team without using a Fleeting Bella. So the team is going to be this right here. So you have your Aiona, you have your Amy, then you have your Serene. This is going to be your core. The other two characters can differ. I use Ressa here for a low cooldown, but if you are to use Ressa, then you need a healer. So I'm using Seth. Seth works the best for me. I don't even have an artifact or anything on these, and I was still able to complete it. It was close a couple of times, but if not, then you could use just a regular Aiona works, and that will allow you to save a Quinn and a C Aiona for other teams, as well as a Fleeting Bella. You do need somebody who heals. Yig just doesn't have enough healing. Seth has pretty good healing, and then if you are to use either an Adina or an Aiona, Aiona is preferable because she's a lower ult cost, so you could do a quicker rotation. But Seth does work in this type of rotation here. So again, you want EOT on your Timeless Aiona and your Serene. For your Seth, you want either Nightingale, and then for your Ressa, you want the crit damage one, because you're pretty much the only time that you are using Ressa's ult is right after Serene, and so she's applying this debuff on them, or I guess it's a mark. I'm not even sure if it triggers it. The crit doesn't really work on her because this is a 4-minute long one, so she's going to very quickly get her crit stacks up, and so it's not really going to change much for her. It is going to get her a little bit more, what's it called? A little bit more damage, but she's not really here for the damage. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to run this on 2x speed so you could kind of see the rotation. You want to have this set up at the beginning here. Basically, you want to do a TA on a ult rotation first, and then we'll go into Seth. It's going to be the same exact rotation every single time, except for the first time you're going to skip Ressa. Every time afterwards it's going to be the same. So we're just going to wait until 9 Blood Soul Energy. On this one particularly, there is a little bit of RNG where the summon that he does has a chance of popping out an enemy that if you kill him, you can get Blood Soul back. So we're just going to Aiona with an Amy, and then we're going to do an Seth immediately after, and then we're going to do a Serene. That's going to be it. That's going to be the whole rotation right there. So it's just going to be the same thing. We're going to wait until we have 9 blood energy. Okay. We're going to do Seth. We're going to do Serene. And then on this one, then now we could do Ressa. So the only exceptions are 10 seconds before 3. And 10 seconds before 2, and then 10 seconds before 1, and then 10 seconds before the very end, the boss will do a summon, like that big group summon phase that we saw earlier. So that big group phase summon that we saw earlier is the most dangerous. It has the chance of doing the most damage because each of those enemies does attack, and the boss will continue to do attacks afterwards. So if possible, you want to try to line up your rotation so that it will hit around that time. Alright, there we go, Seth. Then we're just going to do a Serene, and then we're just going to hold as long as possible for the Blood Moon, and then we're just going to do Ressa right before the end. Alright, this is the phase 2, is where we have the chance of losing our characters the most. So we're just going to do this, get our Amy going, get our Seth going to heal up. Then we're just going to do a Serene ult, and then we're going to wait and then do our Ressa. Alright, that's pretty much it. We're just going to continue this rotation all the way until the end. Okay. Wait a little bit longer on that. Yeah. Alright, and we're going to do this probably 2 more times, and then we should kill him by that point. Alright, here's the final rotation. Maybe it won't be 1 more. Maybe it'll be 2 more. We'll see. Okay. Do 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 do. Boop. Alright, looks like there will be one more rotation, but not too shabby. Oh no, it failed. Oh, I see. So the reason why it stopped there was because it had 2 million left on it, so and then it is whether or not your TA crits on it. It is a really long one, so it is a lot of chance of getting crits on it. But hopefully that helps to have you complete this stage right here. Look forward to seeing you all in the next one.